Some pumpkin puree. Start by getting some of these pie pumpkins at your grocery store. They cost about $1.25 in my area each. I gave them a good wash and dried them, and now I'm going to cut them in half. Although I'm not doing a very good job with this pumpkin because my knife is not very sharp. But I got it in half eventually, well, sort of in half. And I'm going to scrape the guts out and put them all in a bowl and save them for another recipe. And then I'm going to have my husband cut the second pumpkin in half using a sharper knife, and actually in half. But I'm going to scrape out the guts from this one as well and put that in the same bowl. And that's it. All you have to do now is put these face down on a parchment paper lined cookie sheet. And I had preheated my oven to 375 degrees, and I'm going to put these in for about 55 minutes. And then when they are fork tender, you're going to pull them out of your oven and scrape the pumpkin out of the skin and put it into your food processor. If you do not have a food processor, you can use your blender, or you can put all of this in a bowl and just use a potato masher to mash it all up. And working with it while they're still hot is actually easier. You will burn your fingers a little bit, but just be careful. And then I'm just going to blend it all up until it's smooth and then transfer it into a wick jar. And this smells so good. I can't wait to make my next recipe. And make sure you get all of it out of your food processor, and then do the same thing with that second pumpkin. And at the top of my food processor, it has this little thing here. I can leave it open a little bit for ventilation. So I'm doing that because this is really hot and I don't want it to explode everywhere. So I'm just going to fill up my wick jar. And then there's actually more than enough to fill the jar. So I'm going to fill a second little bowl. And then I'm going to let it finish cooling before I put it in the fridge. But look at all that delicious pumpkin puree. And then that second bowl. So I made this at home for about $2.50. I didn't have to go to the grocery store for pumpkin puree for my next recipe because I had the pumpkins on the porch for Halloween. Give it a try, follow along, enjoy!